So we're walking in this trail, and it does show up, some of it shows up on all trails. Some of it kind of shows up on Google Maps. But it looks like a maintenance trail, old maintenance road for the lake. But I can say, like, both me and Nikki have been walking in so much fear most of this way. Just telling ourselves stories. Because this is off the guidebook. This is off even all trails and Google. And a couple of times we've been looking for a way back to the main road because we're afraid. And what's really interesting about that is this is so idyllic, so peaceful, so beautiful. There's pheasants up there moving. I can see them. And I've been jumpy because the pheasants have jumped out of the bushes a few times. And what am I afraid of, right? It's only what's in my head. So there's this feeling in the chest and the stomach area, these fears that I can feel, but there's nothing in front of me that is threatening. Just my imagination, right? Just the untruth. So I'm walking in this fear that's only in my head and saying, oh, I shouldn't be here. Just bushwhacking a little bit here. I shouldn't be here. This is not safe. There's no unsafety here. And that's what we do. That's what I've done so much of my life. Avoiding things, creating a story. What's unsafe? And so I'd go through situations that were perfectly okay with this knot, just can't wait to get through it. I can't wait to get to the end. And so I'm not present. I'm not enjoying what I'm experiencing. The trail definitely changes up here. It's a little thinner, more of a game trail now, but it's still a trail. Not totally bushwhacking. And that's the case. There's nothing to fear. I'm just walking through these very tall wildflowers and weeds. There is still a little trail. And allowing, what comes to come, instead of playing this game of fear in my mind through the whole day. And so what does it mean? Oh, I'm in relief if I get out. I could be in relief the whole time. And so I think that's why the guides brought us to this trail. You could say, well, you chose this trail. I did. I did choose this trail as my 3D self. But I was also guided here because everything we're doing in this life is to experience the release of judgment, the release of fears, and we're given opportunities to do that. I could have stayed on the road, the asphalt, the concrete, it would have got us somewhere. The same place probably where this trail is going to take us. But I went this way. Can't say I was guided. I don't even know if it's going to be the same lesson I could have learned on the road. But I will say the lesson today is about carrying a story that creates all the drama, all the heart palpitations, all the fear, instead of being with what is. And so far what is beautiful. I mean, look at this. there's a stone bridge here, right? This is a real path. People have walked here before. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. There's a guardrail up here, you know? There's no signs saying no trespassing. There's no signs of carnivorous predators. There's just a path. And it looks like this might be a path out of here. It might not. There's a house up there. But that's what we're facing. To be free of this fear or not. And it doesn't mean you see this thing that you are afraid of, that you would label as fear, and you go charging into it. That's not what it means. It means looking at this thing and going, so long as I'm in fear, I'm in untruth. I'm making up a story. I'm making up a story that I can be harmed, that I can be wounded, that I'm this body, that there's danger. And as I carry that story around with me, that's my frame. And so most of this walk is framed in fear. Framed, this beautiful lake, these wildflowers is framed in a story that I'm not okay. And so I'm looking for an exit. That's the solution. I'm in fear, so I want a solution. Get me out of here. Get me a road. But the real solution is to see what's untrue and to allow it to evaporate, allow it to be seen. I'm free, I am free, I am free. And I am seeing all things with the eyes of the Christ. I am word through all things before me. I may keep walking this trail. We may try and find our way out of here. What's important is that we see that we're walking in fear and that we can release that and walk in truth.